Hi everyone, welcome to Opimation. In this video, I'm going to be sharing an exercise that my mentor taught me, Jason Schleifer. Love you, Jason. And this was when I was starting off in animation and I was, really just didn't know what I was doing, low in confidence. And these exercises or this exercise really helped me. It's just taking one keyframe and another keyframe and seeing how many times that character can get from that pose to that pose. And we all know the breakdown poses are what will make the characters. So we're just going to talk about the transitions going in and out and see, which poses you want to favor more. And I just go through that in the exercise. So without further ado, let's dive in to this exercise. All right, everyone, here's a model and I've done two poses on it, right? This pose and a punch. Very basic, refine it how you want when you get the model, right? So basically what you're doing is, you've got a key pose here and a key pose here. Now, how many ways can that character get from that pose to that pose? And this is one exercise that my mentor was saying to me. And there's so many ways, So you could basically start here and be like, all right, normally what I do is I get the hips and I just look at the motion trail, okay? Okay, so as you can see, there's a straight line that goes here to there, right? Now, normally what I do when I do key poses, then I go in between after I've done all the key poses because everything's quite linear. And then I go in between and I'll be like, all right, is this character going in an up arc or a down arc when it's going to hit this pose? So maybe I want it to go down. So halfway, I will just add a little breakdown. So I know I've got a clean arc going down, up. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, do I want to favor this pose more or this pose more? So maybe I want to hold, in games you want to hold the punch a bit more, right? So I want to hold this pain more. So what I'll do, I will get this pose here and I would middle click it and just bring it back to 5. And then I would be like, it's going to hit that pose early and then it's going to hold, as you can see, right? Now you can move that pose a bit more so it hits and then holds. As you can see, it hits, holds. So it's holding more that pose rather than the first one. Or maybe I want to kind of hold this pose like this one, hold that a bit more, hold, punch, right? Hold and then punch, hold, punch. So it all depends. And then what you can do is then you go into the hips. Sorry, I should have done this first and then you go to the motion trail. Then you can be like, all right, well, I'll add a bit of a curve going into that. And then you can start, and then when you really start refining, you can start adding more curves. So you could maybe even come here and be like, all right, because it's a fast movement, I want the curves. I'll probably have to put a key on most of them to give it a nice curve, right? So you can decide whether it's up and down. So little things like that, or depending on the style of animation, you may want to have it quick, but organically it moves in curves. So that's just one exercise that I would normally do, which is like favoring poses. And you can extend this as well if you want. So let's extend it to 15, for example. If I select if I move this to 15, so you can play around with it more, right? So you could be like, all right, I want to hold this punch. You could select this pose, but there's more of a hold, right? But the frame before, there's less of a hold. So you might want a solid hold, right? So you could bring that down to 4, copy it there and be like, pew, pew, yeah? So there's a little bit. Although depending on the style of the animation you're doing as well, but if you want a bit more of a hold, just do it like 2 frames. So all you're doing is you're going to 13, middle clicking that. When you middle click it and bring it back to 4, it copies that frame that you've middle clicked on and it brings it here. It brings the pose here. So as you can see there, right? And then you might have another pose, which might be going forward again. So then you can just, for example, I'll do it here. If we come here, so say if we go to 25, there might be another pose at 25, which goes forward even more, right? Like this, and probably rotates the other way. just for example's sake. But then again, what you can do here, you can favor the pose. And once you've favored it, which one you want, you can also start adding your, curves going down. So even here, it's like, you can add your curve here to make it look nice. Nice transition. And then the next one could be a curve going up. So it might be a tack going up and then coming down, right? And then it comes down. So as you start doing the combos or attacks, you'll see nice arcs going through, right? So you're putting in your key poses, and in between the poses that you're holding, you can go back in and then just start moving the points. So it's a nice curve, basically. So that's just one exercise. I hope that exercise makes sense. So all you got is one pose there and one pose there. And in between, you could either like do it straight ahead, come in here and be like, all right, I want the breakdown pose to be here. So let me bring it down and then start posing the breakdown pose. So here it could be the elbow comes down and comes back up. So it could be anything. It could be an uppercut. It could be anything. There's hundreds of ways a character can get from one pose to another, right? So it could be like that. So it could be whoosh. Yeah. Is the elbow sticking out too much? Bring it in. Whoosh, right? And it's turning there. But it's just example's sake. But there's so many ways, right? The character could be coming down and maybe into like a dragon punch, like this. So it could be, or it could be upward, it could be going like in a punch. Maybe it's trying to punch upwards like that. But you're trying different breakdowns on how to get character from one pose to another. That's what essentially, I know I went a bit overboard with all the other stuff, but you can also hold those poses. Like I was saying, you can favor this pose more or favor the first pose, the anticipation more, or you can favor the attack more, depending on the style of animation. So I hope that helped. Just a little thing I had in my mind I wanted to share with you. You can do these little exercises, yeah? Keyframe, and then how many times can that character get from that pose to that pose? Keep doing that, keep building that, and then you start to build a bit more confidence. And you can also start adding, once you've done that, then you can start adding the settles at the end, right? Overshoots and stuff like that, which I'll talk about as well in another video. But just try these pose to pose first and try as many breakdowns as you can get in. Remember, just keeping conscious about the curve going out. It doesn't have to be too much of a curve. It can be subtle curves as well. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.